What up, yo? Oh gosh, I'm gonna knock this whole thing over again. Oh wait a minute, to see if anybody see if I'm not talking to myself. I've been dealing with you're coming at you from a different angle. Because I've been cleaning up my desk today. I feel like I'm buried in paper, and school has started and the buried in paper is now doubled. So Tuesday folders come home and there's 2 of everything. And oh yeah, I gotta write a check. I'm writing down the things that I remember. It's like 10:15 p.m. And sorry, I was yawning. Trying not to make a ton of noise. It's 10:15 and I feel like I'm drowning in like little bits of paper. This was a verse that I had up here that I'm changing to put it in this frame, so that'll be on my desk. I just have like all these papers and it's very overwhelming. Oh, school papers, sorry. Yeah, everything is being doubled. So it's very, very crowded in my head right now. Because that's not the weirdest thing that's ever been said, ever. My head is crowded. Nobody says that. Just me. So yeah, so in my world of crazy right now, and all of my papers and getting overwhelmed by kid papers and things, I have been kind of trying to consolidate and ditch and look at what else is going on. I rearranged my artwork in my office today. I took something down, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I think I might repurpose the frame. But I have right now, I changed my desk to like, so here is my vision board. It's right in front of me. Right, so that's my computer area, and that's that. And I bought that frame over there. I moved some things around. Those things were all the same, but so that is now right in front of me. That's some art I did. I moved some things over. That right there is something someone gave me. Things on my board that I'm paying attention to. That clippy right there with the turtle is Christopher's art, and then the other stuff is just he keeps drawing things, and so yeah. So I'm trying to consolidate all of this crap and make sure that I don't lose the things that I don't want to lose. Hold on a second, you're gonna go blind for a sec. All right. So yeah, there's just stuff that's my hardest part with being a parent. The parent who looks in the school folders, because the school folders then are overwhelming. You get literally had 8 papers per kid in the Tuesday folders, and then I just don't know what to do with them. Like, I think, I should probably pay attention to this, and no, I wish they would just email us the stuff. It would make me so much happier if they would just email me what's in the Thursday folder. But to be honest, if they did that, I would probably ignore it all. Anyways, I don't check every email I get. And not only that, I am a person who can't handle noises. I can't handle them at all. Paper got my attention. I can't handle pings, and like if my computer is not on Facebook or I'm sorry, my computer is on Facebook, but I've been watching something, and so the sound is on, and then someone responds to something or likes something that you liked or whatever, and then it bing, drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. Crazy. I like twitch. Although I am a pen clicker. So, but I'm not, that's because I'm thinking about something else. It's not penetrating my head. Also, something that I have a hard time with is, the point of this. On my phone, when I get emails, I can't have it just getting emails all the time. I have 3 email addresses, and so all of them are getting something. So I only get emails when I push them through. So if I open and then, and then it loads them, it checks the email. It doesn't check constantly. So I do a lot of things to minimize the noise. And my husband definitely is different than me. I like things silent. He likes things with their actual sounds. It helps him concentrate. It doesn't help me concentrate at all. So, yeah. So anyways, this is today. Whatever day today is. I missed yesterday, and that was kind of a bummer. So I did technically have 2 videos today, but this is the real one. So yeah, so I'm trying to clear out some space on my desk, my actual desk, not my desktop, although I should probably pay attention to that too. But it's really continues to be a challenge. There is something to be said for having a desk with drawers. That does help. But it's not really what I wanted in this space. I wanted more of a craft room, so I have a table, but then my computer takes up a lot of space, or my monitor and laptop combo take up a lot of space. So anyway, feeling a little boring today, but I wanted to show you something that I uncovered, moved around while I was doing today's stuff, and this is it. So I'm going to turn you around and see what it is. So one of the things that when I'm crossing my eyes, that's the one moment that Facebook is going to put on. Hold on. So this right here on my wall, what can I say to myself instead of, and then try thinking. So instead of saying I'm not good at this, try thinking, what am I missing? Instead of I'm awesome at this, try thinking I'm on the right track. Instead of I give up, try thinking I'll use some of the strategies we've learned. Instead of this is too hard, try thinking this may take some time and effort. Instead of I can't make this any better, try thinking I can always improve, so I'll keep trying. Instead of I just can't do math, try thinking I'm going to train my brain in math. Instead of I made a mistake, try thinking mistakes help me to learn better. Instead of she's so smart, I will never be that smart, try thinking I'm going to figure out how she does it so I can try it. Instead of it's good enough, try thinking is it really my best work? Instead of plan A didn't work, try thinking good thing the alphabet has 25 more letters. So that I found today. There we go. That I found today. I had it on the wall, and I had it on the wall for my kids. My daughter really struggles in school, and so I had it set up for her because she's a big, I can't do it, and she gets all jammed up. And so I put it up there on another part of the wall as a reminder for her. See, I'm clicking my pen. And I moved it over closer to me today because a lot of times we struggle more with our thinking and how we perceive the stuff we're trying to do or working at, or working with, we perceive them as difficult and that we can't do it and have all these negative thoughts about ourselves, when really, when we change things around, when we change the way we think about things, and have a different perspective, there's all those little things that we can, what if we just tweak this? What if we do that? What if things kind of allow you to make those changes that help you break through. So yeah, so I thought that was, it's meant for kids, but I think a lot of us missed out on those kinds of interactions with ourselves when we were young. How it's not being smart, being pretty, being able to do whatever, being good at isn't the be all end all. You know, everybody has the opportunity to push through. And so often those things that we need to work on build our confidence when we work towards them. You know, it's funny. The other day I was talking to my mom and we were talking about stuff. It doesn't really matter what the topic was, but what we ended up talking about was that when you are naturally good at something, you don't realize that even though you have a talent or an aptitude for something, that you don't need to hone that talent. So, for instance, when I was a kid and now, I was really good at drawing, am really good at drawing, and people would always ask me if I was taking art or whatever, and I would always say no, you know, and kind of blow it off, not really realizing that I would if you start out with a talent, then your baseline is a little higher for something, and then you can, when you learn, you're perfecting. Versus if you don't have a talent for something and you are learning, you have those struggly areas at the beginning and then eventually become good at something or become capable of doing something, versus becoming excellent at something. Because your baseline is higher, then there's a different kind of learning that goes. It's a perfecting. It's a smoothing out. It's like if you're if you already know how to cook and you kind of understand how flavors mix and that kind of thing, then you know pretty much what you're going to get. And when you put a recipe together, then you expect it to be a certain way. If you already know how to cook. If those words are then confusing, then that's because you don't know how to cook. You don't even know how to boil water. You're starting from a different level. So I didn't take advantage of the fact that I already was talented in art as a kid and take art lessons to get better or become skilled at it. I just kind of let it ride. I didn't do anything with it. And so then when I was in college, I applied to a fashion school in New York, and I was completely unprepared. And I was not, while I might have had talent, I didn't have any of the skills to do the thing I needed to do. So it wasn't their fault. And maybe I never, maybe I wouldn't have gotten it anyway, but I didn't even hit the lower rung because I never studied. But then there are other things like math that I tried so hard to do. And I know Common Core is something that people are challenged by, and not everybody's on the same level, but sometimes I look at Common Core, the way they break it down, and think if I had learned math this way, I would have been really good, because I can actually understand a lot of, we're talking first and second grade math. We're not talking calculus. I don't know about that one. I never took calculus. I stopped at algebra 2. All I really feel like I ever need to know is discount math. What's 20% off, percentages, and stuff for cooking. That's all I feel like I use on a regular basis, so long as I tip well. But yeah, anyway, that was my tidbit for today. That we need to see things differently, and there's always room for improvement. And just because you're good at something doesn't mean you don't need to learn anything about it. And just because you don't have a talent for something doesn't mean that you can't get to a really great skill set with that thing. And you'll appreciate it more because you've worked for it. So anyway, it is kind of late. I had some people on, and thank you for stopping by and checking out. So, hey people, thank you for taking a minute to say hello. So, alrighty, I'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow. 9 o'clock tomorrow. Favorite Product Friday. Drink more plants. That's what we're talking about. Alright.